Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Transport Fever. And while I just zoomed out, we were in one of the villages where I had set up the last transport route of last episode, picking up stone from the quarry, sending it to a construction materials factory, and eventually having that sold in the city. And my goal of this episode will be the same we had in the past weeks, which is dropping my bank balance, the loan down up to the point that we're actually below 2.5 million, to be precise at no million at all. And with that my bank balance will go up. So we're still about 500,000 in negative, in the positive, but basically we're still 2 million in the negative. Although things are going better and better, so now we got 2 million left. And to do that, all of that, I had upgraded the maintenance of the trade routes in the previous episode, as we had several transports who had a bad, well, not maintenance, bad condition, and because of that we're doing a higher on cost. So all of that is done. One thing I want to do now is, I'll switch back. We have several cities. Here they are. I'm going to put them in alphabetic order. And I've been thinking about where to actually put my head office. And there are two options. First of all is using, since I'm using Frisian names, the capital of Frisia. I could do that. But yeah, one of the disadvantages of this is there's basically not much to do. The other one is using French, and when we look at this town we have 256 residents. When we look at Angem we actually got close to 400 residents. But French is a little bit special since one of my grandparents was coming from there. So I'm going to bring up a land layer, and I know that the headquarters building isn't that large, at least not now. So I can actually build it here. It's going to cost me just a little bit. Over time it will expand. There it is, the headquarters. As you can see, just a simple building with some, I don't know, buckets, probably some feeding fruit, some water for the horses, and that's it. And it's not even straight at the road. So I will keep it there. The nice part is, because of that, just like the financial table, I can see my company score, and the company score is built up by everything: cash, buildings, vehicles, tracks, roads, everything. over time it will increase. And I hope it will increase a lot. Now, with that done, and with no road transport, no trains being available, I may actually start working at I was having a problem here, if I can remember correctly. I still see we have more iron as coal coming in. And because of that, if I'm not mistaken, let's put it on the eye. Our steel transport is still having a few trucks being empty. I don't want that. So what we're going to do is actually it's 7 vehicles. Pause. So I got 7 vehicles, but I can't clone them yet. Okay, that's 7, and that's 10. I can buy 5. 5. Seven by 10. Let's see. That's 57 rate, 52 seconds. Frequency. Hey, that wasn't what I wanted. That either. 11. 12, 13. Let's see. Another one, but I had more iron as I had coal, so 9 out of 7. Out of 7. So I need to add 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Problem solved. 10, 11, 12, 3, So at the moment the rate and the frequency aren't really important to me. What I want is to make sure that I got plenty of coal and iron at the steel mill so that I'm actually able to transport steel each and every time a truck arrives there. It's a matter of efficiency now. That done, the next one is checking. I had 10 here. That's wrong. I need this one. I think I added 3. Yep. 3 out of 10, so I need 7 more. Seven more trucks. One, 2, 14 and 15. Sixteen. Wait. 16. 16. So 4 more. And after that I'm starting to look at what's happening here. 16, 4. No, wait a second. $17. One, 2, and 3. So the last 3. Now let's check. 89, 82. I may need one more. As soon as I got a real positive balance again. I already have a positive balance. 21. 87. One more. I keep saying that. Yeah, it's tricky. I don't think I'll be able to get it exactly similar, but I can live with 1 second difference in frequency, because with this I will most likely be able to pick up a lot of steel, and when my steel supply is running okay, it would be a lot easier to start supplying enough tools as well. So let's just wait and see. I may actually add street access here. And at the other side to see what will happen. And it is in fact equal now. Let's see, what are you going to do? That's coal, that's iron, that's steel. Not doing what I want yet. think what I had in mind works. Which is a shame. Unless I completely remove the whole platform. I don't want to do that. So I'll leave it like this. Every once in a while we'll see that we get a small congestion up here and there's nothing I can do about it. At least things are working. Now I had some more routes which were having a loss. This will become better. So let's see what else is. That one is still causing problems. And why is it? Apparently people are still using the bus. But I'm not going to remove the bus lines because that would create a much larger problem, as I have no coverage on the inside anymore if I do that. So I guess I have to accept that small loss and deal with it later. Next, I think I'm going to start up a bunch of broken lines. I'm not happy about doing that. I said that before, it's not my nature to do that, but right now I don't see another option. So oil to the refinery, from the refinery later to Stardom, move over here. The only advantage is I got another idea. Let's see, this is where my station will be. So from here I will transport at least I can set up. Do I need 2 platforms? Yes, I do, because I need to supply 2 towns. No, I don't, because I can do that with 1 truck. So that's the transportation from my goods. I need a passenger station. Should I turn this one in the end of a line? I can do that. And indeed, instead add let's do the larger station. I don't have the funding for that yet. What I will do is adding the cargo at this side, which means I need to create some room. Do I have any routes? No, I don't. So I can actually remove this part and build the cargo station over there, and then later connect it back again. But I need that 300k first, so I can build my train station. And I may be able to do it like this. So this is going to be my second station, and in general my line will run this direction, and hopefully I don't have to pay extra to remove a field here. Because of the setup, I need to do cargo buildings over here. Or over there. Crap. Yay. No, wait. It will work. So now I got the connection. Now I got the connection for the cargo. The only thing I will need up here is the cargo roads. This time I will need 2 platforms, but once again set this production transportation line up, although not in this color. It's oil we're dealing with, so let's make it black. So what we got, city name, oil to fuel, railroads, because it will arrive at the railroad, and eventually road transport. That's what we're going to do. Which means we will have to load oil, and we will have to load fuel. That's it for now. Now I need to do something else. First of all, let's expand the platforms a bit. And I should actually drop one of those buildings, but I can't do that yet. Another platform. Look what happened to the routes. Oh. So it's actually, it went from that to here. And I'm pretty certain that over time this part will be connected, and most likely the route will run through this. But I got this one set up now. So I'm able to import. What I'm going to do, what I'm planning to do, is set up another route so I can transport oil to the refinery, and later I will pick it up here, probably there, pick it up, transport it all the way down here, have another route, pick it up, turn the oil into fuel. Fuel is going to be sent back to the train station, and from the train station transported by train, the same which is transporting this oil, transported here, dropped off at the station. Well, a small number of transports, and that'll be just 3 or 4, maybe just maybe 5 will be transporting the fuel to the commercial, or the, I don't even know which one it is, so let's check. I thought it was commercial, but it could be industrial area. Cargo. It's the industrial. Okay, so it will send the fuel to the industrial zones. That's it. I can do the same thing up here, and I actually will, with one exception. That one is going to transport the fuel to another spot. So I will have to see if I can find out a way to actually move the fuel from here to here, but I already got this pretty long truck route, so train is easier. But as said, a new route. Another train route over here, yeah, to the south. So I can actually connect this part later. And that means it may be a good idea to cut a route short. Goes for this one too. But I still want to be careful about my investments, because invest too much and all of a sudden you start running in the red. I don't want that. Another option for steel can be that route, and I can pick it up later, pick up the steel, transport it to another city a little bit further away. And as a matter of fact, I see something very nice here. I got an oil well and a refinery, so I can do oil. This is two routes, by the way. One to transport the oil back to the station and one to keep feeding it. But I also got an iron ore, a coal and a factory, so I can actually produce steel here too. Steel which by train can be transported here, turned into tools, and the tools can be picked up and dropped off there. Or better, I can actually turn the steel in here, transport it to this, get myself a spot with oil to produce plastic. The plastic is brought here by train, picked up, turned into machinery, and the machinery is sent back that way. And we've got vehicles available, so this means the trains are here. And I need machinery here. So oil to the refinery, dropped off here. Plastic to that company. Yeah, there are some possibilities. There are some possibilities. But before I've got everything done with it to set up for train transport, I need more funding, like always. One of the other things I need to think about is how much platforms do I build at my stations, because delivery and picking up are often two things. I need, that's for certain, passengers for platforms for passengers going from A to B and A to C. So I need one platform for this route. If I want to go down, I need a second one. I need one train for construction materials. I need one platform for tools. I need one platform for oil. So that's 3 cargo platforms. If I will add this one, that means I need 4 cargo platforms. It's all a matter of planning, as you can hear. And an iron ore mine is closing, and that's actually a bit of a bummer, because I was hoping this one remained there so I could set up this part. Okay, I can't. I need plastic. If I transport plastic in boxcars, I can use the machinery. I need construction materials. I can actually transport construction materials here, but I have nothing to pick up, and that's not what I like. Gondolas will use the same kind of are able to transport steel, construction materials, logs and planks. So I want to try, or better said, what I want is not even try, but I really want to have a full train heading in both directions. Which means a train coming in here to drop off construction materials or dropping off construction materials will end up here to pick up steel and transport that elsewhere. As close to this spot, or let's check my industry list. So we got one over here, but that one isn't able to produce construction materials because it's only bringing in the stone. There's no stone supply nearby. This one is actually even further away, and once again no stone supply nearby. That one we know. And here is a stone supply. So this route, and I can actually drop steel off here. So that's a possibility. It's a huge distance to travel. It's a possibility. I still need to do something about that route. And as said, I won't do passenger transportation yet, but I will prepare for passengers. So this one needs 2 stations. I can start with a single platform here, but I need 2 over here. I need actually 2 platforms here. 1 line, 2 lines. 1 line is going this direction, going down. 1 line is going up. So 2 platforms for passengers. I'll go down more. That means I have to go in this direction. 3 platforms. So I need 3 passenger platforms. And to do that, I could have built, hang on, I could have built a triple platform station. The previous one was costing me 300,000, and this is quite close to what we used to pay. Now watch what happens if I switch to triple platform. It's still a possibility, and maybe I should have done that, because if I build the terminals by configuring the station as I plan to do, it will cost me more. Second, platform. The only advantage, I got 3 passenger platforms now, and I could actually build a 4th later by setting up some tracks over here. Can't do it on this side because my cargo building, but I want to build a cargo building here, so it's not possible. But at least passenger platforms are smaller, so I can do it like this. The next will be another platform, and right now I got 3 platforms for trains. The question is, will I need, first of all I need the underpass, and those are for free. I also need some cover so they can actually be there in the rain. The next question is, how many stuff do I need here? Because I need to import and export. And while importing means I can do a single platform and my train have to wait for a bit. For exporting I actually need a very long cargo area. So what do I need? Well, first of all, I'm already at 4 items here, and it probably will grow to 6, so I will need to import 6 items. 6. That's 6 platforms. Or, when being smart, less. I need to export at least one thing, the fuel. And I need double track. For my express trains. I also am going to build a 4-track system. 2 heading up, let's just call it left right, 2 going from A to B or left to right, and 2 going from B to A, and out of those 2 one pair is designated for passenger trains and one pair will be designated for cargo trains, which means I need to use signals, otherwise the trains would crash, and I will need to use waypoints as well as crossing over areas. So more planning. I forgot how many items I need. And I don't want to mess my platforms with each other, having a cargo and then all of a sudden, oh shit, I need a passenger platform, so let's do that. So let me think. I need two in the center. This is going to be my express lanes for all trains. Doesn't matter if it's cargo or passenger transport, this is all trains. So the next one will be a cargo. Let's say that's my oil. That's another import. So I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cargo platforms right now, and that's my maximum. That's all I can do. The only thing I need now is a cargo building. I want to store items. Unfortunately, this one doesn't need to be connected. At least no road connection. I can actually do it like this, but I don't want to. I already got a cargo station. Now look at terminals. We got 3 tracks, 1 full, number 2 is full, and number 3, and that's it. It also shows how much we can actually have. 544 passenger at track 1, 68 at 2 and 3, and we got 60 room for people. Here we got the cargo one. As you can see, 5 platforms, and cargo capacity for another 110 extra storage. By the time I got those platforms built up, it's able to hold about 500, just like the passenger. The only thing I'm going to do is rename this Cargo Railroad, and this one is going to be passenger. And the reason I'm doing that is this one is called Cargo Road. So it gives me a very good impression about which station is doing what. Now with that done, I'm going to take the tracks, and this is my express lane. I already have one disadvantage, because the AI decided to build some roads where I don't want them. case you wonder why I built this very long stretch of tracks going nowhere, well, that's why. And I need to add the stations to the tracks. And I'm doing it actually wrong. I should have done it like this. Better said, not the stations, but the platforms to the tracks. So when my train departs, it's able to reach the right spot without too many problems. Or if I want a train to return, it won't run into problems. Just need to check switches. Switch. I think what I want won't work. Switch. No, it won't work. I want to add the outer two, but it won't work. Which means a little bit more. Any route I set up now, starting at one of those platforms, is able to reach it from the depot. And that's what I wanted to do. Building depot. The only thing needed now are signals, since I have to be sure that nothing goes wrong over here. In case it does go back, it have to stop. Part 1, and I still need to keep an eye on my funding, because I've got that. Now the only thing is, I can show you without any problem, since I built the train depot. This is what we have: locomotives, and currently only one, doing 40 kilometers an hour, which is something, a speed I can occasionally get on my bicycle without engine, but never mind. I can't produce the 66 kilowatts, or pull the 20 kilowatts, so never mind. I will have currently only steam engines. Over time we're getting the electric and the diesel, we've got passenger wagons, very simple ones for now with 6 passengers, which is actually similar to the amount we have in the tram. The only difference, this can reach a top speed of 40 and a tram is doing 20. Cargos, we got boxcars, and here we have the good types. Grain, that's because of a mod I use. Usually grain is put in the gondola. Grain, plastic, machinery, tools, food and goods. Those are all loaded in the boxcar. And the reason we have grain in boxcars is because you can send grain to a food plant and pick up food in the same boxcar. Very nice. This is also why I said I want to make effective routes, so a train picking up plastic and delivering it somewhere may use that plastic to produce machines or goods and return. That's effective. Then we have the flat car with side stakes, logs, planks, steel and construction materials. Often, well, except for the logs and the planks, that's going in with logs and returning with planks. Only half the planks, by the way. But for the steel and the construction materials, I will most likely have to combine it with either the gondola or the boxcar. Like bringing in steel and returning with tools. That's an option. It means that I need a one-on-one transportation. So 4 in here, 4 in there. You do the math. Gondolas similar. Coal, iron and stone. So for steel production, 2 coal and 2 iron is 1 steel. That means 4 gondolas is actually 2 flat cars. So that's always something I have to keep in mind. For construction materials, I thought it was a 1-on-1, so that's going to be a 50 train 1-on-1. And finally, tank car is very simple: crude oil, oil and fuel. This switch from crude to normal oil is a 2-to-1 condition. So the train will always run at a 75% capacity maximum, because it's full for 100% going towards the normal refinery and returning with half of it filled up with oil or half with fuel. That's it. So those are my cargo wagons. Then we got multiple units, and that's something that will show up later, which is in general a combination of a locomotive and wagon in one. And I can't remember if we have one with steam, but the electric and diesel ones will show up. For instance, the electric one is the TGV, which is a train. If I'm going to use it, it's going to really move from one, for instance, the top left of the map to the bottom right, or that direction. It's a long haul train. I do know we have a few of those trains in diesel concept. So yeah, those are the trains I have. We saw the stations, and eventually I will set up a train from this station to that directory. I will set up several cargo routes from here to there and beyond to pick up and deliver goods. And from this station off I will split off one cargo route going probably to here using an end station at which I can pick up iron, coal, steel and plastic. So that's at least 4 platforms or 3 platforms. Iron and coal can often be picked up at the same platform. Future plans. First, however, I still need to pay off the last loans. And while hoping to do that, we'll see that my value is going up a lot now, while my bank balance is still below the 4 million. I think it's around 3.5, going up and down. My company store is still 7. And my number of tracks has gone sky high. This will even go up at some point. And we will see tunnels, bridges, etc. So yeah, it's going well. And now we got 1 million in loan left. So it won't be long before I'm actually starting to expand a little bit more. That will be, however, next week. Because for now, time's up. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And as soon as I'm able to get a passenger train running, we will actually board the passenger train and enjoy how that's going. But for now, I do hope you've enjoyed it, the explanation and everything we did, because yeah, progress was nice. I have been enjoying it, and I'm still having a good feeling about what's going to happen. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you next time. Goodbye.